Yes, yes. We want to welcome
But listen,
everyone. We want to welcome everybody on the Monday Between the Lines, and I'm here also with Dr. Olufemi. Go ahead and introduce yourself. It is good to be here. I'm in the Christmas mood
yeah,
already.
Good evening, Nigerians all over the world. My name is Dr. Olufemi
yeah.
Obakarowi. I'm delighted to be here. I'm in transit on the train.
Okay,
Being there for Nigerians all over the world.
it's okay. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I said that again. Anyway, guys, that's this. This is the procedure. This is how the routine will be. I'll bring in myself up and introduce myself. Then you do the rest. So
Mhm.
our viewers observed that and they said, I mean, we've been on for years now. I can't be saying George and all of that every time. So you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Dr. Olufemi, exciting times. I said we need you, so maybe we might just do that part of the news before your network falls out, since we're not starting of
Yeah.
how the train network might be. Let's hear this. Let's understand what this whole thing. Last week we know everybody, ADC party, opposition parties, and every other person was trying to talk about this tax law, the alleged discrepancies on and all of that. Tell us, what is Taiwo Oyedele saying exactly? Explain to us, Dr. Femi.
Thank you very much. I would easily has cleared the air on this. And he said there's no
Okay.
discrepancies on this tax bill. And the key and most important thing he said was this: if anybody is going to that's alleging discrepancies on the bill that we're talking about, let them bring the original, let them bring the original, and then let us just oppose it with the bill that's been passed. This idea of trying to run everything down, where new things always come up in Nigeria, what we do is that you see people running it down. The thing is this law is going to catch a lot of people who dodge taxes in Nigeria, who do businesses in Nigeria without paying a dime. But they're the first to shout Nigeria is not working. So the thing is this: I am not saying that everything is perfect. And that's Tao said, anybody that's he said there's nothing in it. It is just a way to, or it's just gaslighting the bill. Now he said anybody that has anything that said was not in the bill before, that's been sneak into the bill, they should bring the evidence out, bring the original that was signed out, and they bring the one that was passed out. Let us look at it. Nobody has done that except they be saying it. Shortly be arriving at. So that is the position on the assistant by him.
Okay. So what we're seeing is that a major political party, or two political parties, ADC and PRP, are sounding the alarm. The African Democratic Congress is calling for the new tax law to be suspended, making a pretty explosive accusation. Okay. Now, the official version contains forged provisions never passed by the National Assembly. So, what they are basically alleging is that this particular tax law went through the House, passed, but there is a subsequent version that is circulating. And they are saying that that particular version did not go through the House. That after the House passed their own, so some other provisions were put in place for this new one. So this is what they are alleging. So now the question is, why is ADC and PRP, pushing back? They are citing what appears to be a serious procedural discrepancies. The House of Reps has also flagged the differences between what lawmakers approved and what was published into law, suggesting a possible irregularities in how the legislation was finalized. Okay, hold on, because I want to come to this now. Then when
Okay.
they want it to be stopped before it starts, the new law in January, law set to take effect in January 2026. The ADC is publicly urging President Tinubu to pause, framing this as more than a policy dispute, but a question of legal integrity and lawmaking transparency. Now, the question is this: I am quite sure that this young man that came out was talking about, oh, if you see any discrepancy, come and tell us. You remember a few weeks ago when Burkina Faso took over our plane. Do you remember? Do you remember that original story came out? The government came and said, oh, no, 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 that is happening. It's a friendly company, whatever, whatever. Listen to me. I'm listening to the news and I'm hearing them. And I'm hearing the government saying, oh, it's a friendly thing, that nothing was discrepancy, there was no controversy, whatever. Later on, did not one of the government officials go and apologize to Burkina Faso? What we are saying is this: if such a thing is happening, and there is no smoke without fire. So, when the opposition is trying to come through this and want to bring it, what the government needs to do is to sit down, go back and find out the one that was passed by the house, and this one they say that is, circulating all over the place, and let us know where it's coming from. Where is this one coming from? How did it get into the hands of the people? Who brought it out? Was it the original one? Is the original one who is still with the House going to the Senate for approval? But these are the things we need to do as opposition parties are crying out. So we can't just say, oh, they're blowing smoke without fire. No, you can't say that. Because somebody has already gone through this and seen there are certain things that might not be lining up with what originally was signed by the House. Even the House itself
Okay.
recited some of it. So why are we just
Okay.
blowing up?
So why are we just blowing up? Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Can I make a
yeah.
comment? Can I make a
Go
comment
ahead.
about this? We have a listening government. We have a listening government. And so I'm going to say three things about this because I am not going to waste my time to um, um, throw banters around with things that has not been substantiated. Now, first, you don't say the National House of Representatives did. Some people, some few people in the National Assembly, in the House of Reps, raised this, not the House of Representatives as a body. Some people, so don't just say House of Representatives did it. Some people, so that's the first side of it. Second one is this: what exactly are we talking about here? Exactly are we talking about here? That's been uh, put into that. So that has to be put in on the table. We are educated people. We are academics here. So don't let us just do as if we are in the motor garage. People say it, and then we all start jumping up. The third part of it is this: the government is a listening government. Tinubu government is a listening government. If there's anything to it, he is the kind of person that does not go about, they said this, and it doesn't just straight away. If there is, he will go into it. I told you before, as a kind of person that is pragmatic when it comes to issues like this, he will deal with it. On the issue of opposition said this, opposition said that, anybody can say anything. And I want to tell you this specifically, as Nigerians, that bill is going to catch a lot of Nigerians who live excessive life without paying dime in Nigeria. It's going to catch them into it. And that is why, do you think they're going to sit back? Nigerians will fight back, and they are the ones that are going, they are the ones fighting back. So don't let us just think that it is just, it's just because there's something into it. They will fight back because you cannot, how can somebody be driving a 400 million naira car on the road of Nigeria and doesn't pay tax? Yeah. How can somebody be driving 200 million car on there and doesn't pay tax and pay 22,000 naira tax? Like somebody sending gala on the side of the road. So these are the people that's going to catch me, and they are not going to sit back and just allow this to catch up with them. So they are fighting back, and that is corruption fighting back. If there's anything, this government is a listening government. They will listen, but as far as I'm concerned, the head of the tax said there's nothing to it. I still stand by it. If anything, let them bring it out. So there's no need for us to argue about this. Thank you.
Okay, let me agree with you on one thing. The
Yes.
government is a listening government, but there is a lack of coordination between the head and all the branches, and that is the reason why you see a lot of cabinet members who come and make statements blatantly without even regarding what is it that we discussed in the house. when we're having a cabinet meeting over this situation, how are we going to go out there and talk? Because I'm a very
gentlemen,
I'm a very
yeah,
detailed individual. I pay
yeah,
attention when these incidents come out. I listen to
yeah.
who is saying, not just any
Who's talking?
Tom, Dick, and Harry
Yeah,
that will come and talk. No,
right.
I listen to an individual. How important is that person? What is their position in the government? So what I'm saying is, when first of all, the Burkina Faso situation came out, I listened and I saw what was said.
Yeah.
But
All right,
cabinet
George. All right, all right.
members,
Yes, we get to we got you, George. And this is why, Dr. Olufemi, you agree with me. The Ministry of Communication, the aids to media, and all of those press arguments in Nigeria is fragmented. They are not efficient. They don't know their job. Because how can something else be circulating outside and it's not not an official memo, it's not an official press release? Because what the man is saying is that the harmonized bill, the one that the House have, is quite different from what the media houses have. I mean, that's crazy. And they can do this, they can tidy things up and carry people along well. But we seem to just like to do things in a shabby way. And it's not helping us. It's not helping. I mean, you are talking here now, Dr. Femi, because probably you understand, but you should also let them understand that things are not being harmonized. Things are not. We do very rickety things.
What do you
I
mean
do
by
So you
not
won't blame
harmonized?
anybody. You won't blame anybody
Uh,
that is bringing the
hold on.
wrong information.
Excuse me. By the way,
Huh?
Dr. Olufemi, you were saying, you mentioned something about, the House. I say PRP and ADC, if you remember. I didn't say the whole
Oh
House
no,
is.
all of the
Yeah.
party, not
No,
only
no, no. The people
no.
that are actually pushing
Oh,
back and questioning this, I mentioned them, PRP
and
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 ADC
and Labour and
and
P2B.
Labour.
P2B, in
Okay.
fact, is
Yeah,
the
he mentioned
major
something about that.
one
He mentioned, but
saying
you
things.
see, these
So
are the
yeah,
it's not a laughing
mhm.
issue. It's really
It's not
a
a
very
laughing issue.
serious issue that needs to be dealt
Yeah,
with. Now, where you were
Dr.
coming from
Femi.
before, no, hold on. Where Dr.
Mhm.
Femi was coming from before, I agree with you
Okay.
100%. There's going to be a pushback. That's always the case
Mhm.
because the people that pay taxes are the middle class and the lower class. The upper class find a loophole, to get away from it. And maybe this is about to catch them, and possibly they're going to push back, which I agree with you
Okay.
100%. Trump did it. He said it openly. He didn't care. He said, I'm a smart businessman. So most of them, they do
Mhm.
the same thing. Continue.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. So, viewers, what we're talking about is the tax issue. They said there's an alleged controversy over all of it. The House, the Gazette, it's about the Gazette of the tax issues. They remember that this tax law also is scheduled to take effect from January the 1st next year.
26.
And yeah, January the 1st, yes. The chairman of that fiscal policy and tax reform committee, Taiwo Oyedele, said that what is circulating in the media on the information gazette and everything is fake. So this is what he said, and we're taking it that okay, it's a government official. But George and I are saying this is why we should have stand with things. We should have a real structured media arrangement in the presidency where issues are discussed, are given out, and that those issues are what we have circulating. I mean, aren't we tired of fake news? Aren't we tired of spreading malicious news and things that don't bring any good result to us? So Nigerian government, do more with the media team, do more with your communication arrangement with the citizens, so that people are not misled, so that we avoid having all this kind of discussion where we go back and forth with ourselves over issues that don't really matter. So thank you, gentlemen. Let's move now to other stories. George, I hope you're there. Doctor, I hope you're also there.
Yeah,
we
I'm here
woke
with
up
you.
we woke up to hear about the 130 young girls that were kidnapped that has been released. We've said it here in this network that now the kidnap thing is like a ping pong ball, It has now become a game of a sort where people go kidnap the young girls, and we don't know what happens to these young girls when they take them in. but they will say they didn't touch them, they didn't do anything. But it's really appalling. George,
Well,
133 girls brought back now. Thank God. St.
yeah.
Catholic schools. Go ahead,
So
George.
what we see is, I mean, it's captioned "Great News." 130 um, more kidnapped Catholic school children have been freed. This comes about 100 were released earlier this month from a mass
Earlier.
abduction at the schools, in November. The total number taken was unclear. Some escaped, about 50 escaped right away and were freed batches. Now, authorities say that none are left in captivity. This is part of a worrying trend. Nigeria has been hit by a wave of mass kidnapping for ransom, bringing back painful memories of the Chibok girls' abduction. Now, the question that we have, okay, thank God that they are home safely, but here is what is one we are wondering: how are
Yes.
these children being released? The government has said who have not told us who exactly kidnapped these girls, okay, and what led to their freedom. Why is there so much silence on the scenes behind the scenes negotiation? Are ransom being
Okay.
paid? Okay,
Okay.
are ransom
Okay.
being paid? These are questions many are asking as kidnapping
Yes.
continues across the
Yes.
country.
And,
Are
and
ransom being paid? Are they negotiating with these people? Because if they are negotiating with them, that means that they are encouraging them to do more.
exactly.
And part of the
So
reason why these kids
now,
are being released because you remember that these people have to feed them. They have to feed all these people. So
okay,
the question is,
George.
how
Yes,
did the
George.
government release these
Yes,
children?
it's
How
a
did they
crazy
release them?
thing. If you figure that out, you in fact can't figure it out, because how come we are releasing, doing all of this, and then tomorrow again they will kidnap another set, will release. I think also, but let me tell us, is that now in our budget a part where they put money aside for ransom and paying kidnappers? Because I don't know how, where they're bringing this money from, or how the things, but we don't understand how they release and all of that. This is part of why the government is not carrying us along. No information. We just wake up, kidnap girls, next day, oh, they release them. Federal government has facilitated their release. I mean, what is this? This is Banana Republic, like some white people call it. Dr. Femi, you want? Yes, go ahead.
Now, I am beginning to get worried about the opposition and the kind of rhetorics you're coming up with. Yeah,
Okay.
we have a problem at hand, and that problem is insecurity. Managing insecurity in Nigeria and all over the world is relative to that environment. Even in Israel and Palestine, there were prisoners were released. People that were kidnapped were released. People that were in prison were released. And there may be exchange of prisoners. There may be a lot of things that goes on there. That does not mean government will have to put the security of Nigeria on the social media, on television, and start discussing issue of security. We're talking about security. We're not talking about movies here. We're not talking about movies.
No,
the guy,
you said that
hold on. Can I finish speaking?
No, let me help you now. The same Israel you just mentioned show us the hostage release. We see everything. We know about
the hostage release. They showed you the hostage release, but did they show you the procedure and the arrangement? They did not. They did not. They showed you the hostage release.
Maybe you don't follow that. I follow that as a European media man. So we go through all the process, them negotiating and everything. We hear it. We hear.
They put the negotiation. They put the negotiation on television. They put the negotiation on television. That is hello. I have not finished. I have not concluded what I've said. Can I? That's a different scenario. That's a different scenario. In that, we are talking about.
Why did you bring that scenario?
Can I finish speaking? You will not allow me to finish because you already made up your mind on what you want to hear. Yeah. Are we arguing? Are we discussing so that we can get educated, or you are listening to counter what I said?
What I've said is that
Okay, go ahead.
that is peculiar. That is peculiar to that kind of hostage situation because they had to swap prisoners. That was peculiar to them. What was peculiar to our own, it may not be something the government want to discuss. That is one. Secondly, with the minister for interior and special for security said something about that these issues of how we go about this is not something government wants to discuss, but government is not paying. But you in your mind is saying that government is paying. So therefore, what you want to hear is what you want to hear. Government is paying, and that's government is paying. If government says it's not paying, government is not paying. If you want government, if you say government is paying, bring us bring us the evidence that government is paying.
Oh my God!
Give us evidence government is paying. We have seen in the past. Can I finish speaking? I said we see in the past that some people were arrested, and maybe because of that, because when this was the situation, they asked some people to be released. They were released. Some people collected food on behalf, and they were released on that. Maybe that's the base of that. We don't know, but government doesn't want to discuss it. As I said the last time when we talked about this issue of hostage situation. If any family members of ours, that were 3 of us, 4 of us on this platform, was among those who have been kidnapped, will you be saying that until government discuss that, we shouldn't be talking about negotiation? Will you be talking about this? Because we are insensitive to it? All we are talking about is because we are in the opposition, we are somewhere that is safe, that we are not involved. We are not looking at this, that government should not be doing this, so that people should not be... Nigerians, you said in there, the security and lives of Nigerians is more paramount. It's the first thing government has to do. If government has to do any other thing to get these people free, they are Nigerians. They are Nigerians.
Nobody's arguing.
Hold on. I am not interested in what government has to do. Government has to do what they have to do to get these people released.
Can you listen, please?
Okay.
I want to listen now.
Okay, thank you. So to come out and say that it doesn't matter what the government is doing, how they are bringing these people out, that if government say they are not paying, that they are not paying, that is actually blatantly and sarcastically just messing this government up by you. Because let me tell you something, it is government by the people, for the people. I'm an APC person. I support my president. Okay, I support him. And I pray for him daily, which you people know. Now, the question is this. When it comes to the news coming out and dealing with this insecurity, which has plagued us since almost 15 to 16 years now, during Jonathan's era, okay? And then we are still playing fiddle, playing games, playing like, children in a soccer game with this whole entire situation that we need to, the government have the obligation to let us know what they are doing. Because people can actually help when you're hiding behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden you're paying these people, giving them money, so much money that they're buying better equipment than most of our soldiers are having. And then driving beautiful cars and doing all these things. Now, that means that you are fueling what is going on. So
you have concluded they've given them money. You have concluded. You have concluded without evidence. You have concluded without evidence.
We know.
You have concluded without evidence.
Look at what's his name that is telling us about.
Also, it should be in the record that the federal government of Nigeria, we are saying it here as Nigerians too. Federal government of Nigeria is not transparent at all in all their dealings. They are hiding. They hide things. We are put in the dark. And we are supposed to understand things when we are put in the dark. So you won't blame these boys.
I put it to the two of you. Where is the evidence that Nigerian government is paying money?
Where is the evidence that they're not?
The evidence is that they said they have not.
But they can be lying. Do you know? Can you swear by your mother that what they're saying is true?
They've said they have not paid. I don't swear. My word is my honor. My word is my honor.
You saying you believe, but we are saying to you, we don't believe because something is behind the whole thing. You're dealing with you are demanding
you want to believe what you want to believe.
You have another
gentlemen.
You have another telling you how they negotiate with this, going inside the bushes and negotiating with them, and then That man has not been arrested up until tomorrow. So don't tell me about they're not paying. No, if we're not saying they're paying, we're not saying they're not paying, or we say, come and tell us how you are negotiating. Simple. It is our constitutional right to know. That's it.
Femi, you need to understand that why we're saying this is because we are concerned. You can't say because we never had anything involved and all of that. So we talk from the fiddle from the other side. No, we are concerned because it could happen to any one of us. This thing is now like
a member. So it's my party that is ruling. So when I'm talking from a middle ground where I'm balanced on both sides. I'm not, yes, I support the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And when they do great, I hail them. And when there is time to report,
no, it's not about hailing. It's not about hailing or castigating. It is the fact. Fact is that evil of kidnapping, terrorism is going on in our country, and we don't even have a clue of what is happening. We don't understand how the girls will be kidnapped today. Tomorrow they release. The government will say we'll release them. Nothing, and it continues. It's not like it's ending. We'll still have cases.
More are being kidnapped. More are being kidnapped.
So why is the citizen? Why are we in the dark on all of those things? And that's why these people are still capitalizing on our ignorance and doing what they're doing, because they know that we don't understand the back end of all of this. That's why they will come again tomorrow and kidnap more girls. Anyway, gentlemen, let's go.
Can I tell you that day before yesterday,
a different world altogether. They have created their world. They have created their world. And living that.
Can I tell you that day before yesterday, just day before yesterday, day before yesterday, 17 bandits were killed in Borno State. 17 were killed. You don't know how they killed? What happened? Yes. Maybe these are the ones that were tracked and killed. What are behind the kidnapping? They were killed. You don't know.
Nothing compared to that organization. 17 is nothing compared to that organization.
17 is compared to no. see where you stand.
Not anything. No, it's nothing. We thought Trump would have just come and cleared up the whole place. All right, gentlemen, it's passion we bring in here, and it's nice. Let's go have a glass of water. Dr. Femi is on the streets of London, walking around, enjoying himself. Oh yeah, go one corner, take some popcorn or something, ice cream or something, and let's come back. We'll be back.
Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy, your party, for you and by you. Every life is important, every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise, ADC arise, ADNC arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Nigerians, Diaspora Network.
All right, gentlemen, viewers, we're back. Second segment of this beautiful program. We come with all manner of force and we give our update.
Christmas passion.
Yes.
I like this. I like this. Your paid advert. I like your paid advert.
Yes. Yes. I want to say that, Dr. you can talk with your UK guys, the APC guys in UK. The floor is open. The network is open for
come and advertise.
Bring in adverts. APC adverts. Adverts have it's a network. So
we don't do adverts. We do one. Each one tell one. We don't do adverts. We don't do paid adverts. We do one. Each one tell one.
Okay. I give you 3,000 naira. So go give your friend 1,000. Is that the way? I don't know. Is that the way it's done?
Okay, so that's the way. I give you 3,000. I give them all the bring members. Okay, I get that. All right, gentlemen. Let's move on to other stories. Viewers, we're back. We're back on SSM Between the Lines this one Monday, the 22nd of the month. Let's talk about something very serious again, gentlemen. World Bank approves a $500 million finance package to boost small business in Nigeria, they said. But what we are saying is, yes, we need to boost small businesses. The SME needs real support, and that's the core of any economy. The core of the economy is those little things, those small businesses going on. But most times, government don't know. Femi, it is a good one that we're borrowing to do this, Dr. Femi. The World Bank says they target this SME nationwide in Nigeria, so that they can assess credits, and they are doing it through different means. There is a FinClude project they called. That project will help take the money around corners in Nigeria. Tell us, is this a good one? Is it really something?
It's a good one, but I'm a to be skeptical about it because of our culture, our tradition, and our way of life. And the saying is this: most of us as a people of culture in Nigeria are the kind of people that don't believe in long-term investment, especially with somebody else's money. So we see government or bank money or somebody else's money as easy money. So let's spread it, let's spend it. Unlike when you have money that comes from sources that are more challenging. And that is why it's been difficult to access loans and credits in Nigeria. To the extent that, let me give you a picture of where I am a bit skeptical. You know that this payday loans in Nigeria, this Shylock, I don't know how to describe them. I don't know what you're talking about. These people that give short-term loans.
Baba something. Baba.
No. They are online. They do online. They'll do online short-term loans on Nigeria.
Okay.
Nigerians will take the loans.
There's one called Baba Jebu.
Yes, they call them, but they are online now. They do a lot of it online now. It's common online now. You can borrow money online with your NI and all this stuff. People will borrow money to go to party. People will borrow money to go and do face makeup to go to party. People will borrow money to go and do hookup. That is what people will borrow money for in Nigeria. That's how trivial we see taking credit for. So when you now talk about World Bank loan, people will think that Chibi is World Bank. They are white people that owe that money. Let us take their money, we won't give it back. That's the mentality a lot of Nigerians have. But you start changing that mentality, this idea may fall off the ring. But when we talk about that, for example, people will take money from the banks in Nigeria, bank loan. They will be looking for how they will not pay the loan. Instead, they will look at how would they get rid of the person that arranged the loan for them. That's how we're thinking. That's a mentality that we see have. Borrowing money from other people. So when we talk about World Bank loan, so it's a World Bank. Oh, that means some people have money somewhere they can give to us. How many people are ready to do the long term into that investment? So when we have that, when we talk about small and medium enterprise. We're talking about people who are supposed to do small businesses, get the loan, pay back. For how many Nigerians will take the loan and want to pay back? Let us look at that. So many people have you loan, even in the church, you will borrow more people in the money in the church. They know you. They will, instead of them paying it back, they will start fighting you. They will fight you and turn you to a bad person.
That finance company, OPay in Nigeria,
Yeah,
the
OPay and all the kind. Look at how until you know why a lot of people paid OPay money back, because they start blackmailing them. They start calling their family. They start showing. That's why the people start paying back. Or else people will not pay back. People will start changing their phone number and changing their house address because they've taken loan from these people. So you'll find that mentality, lack of integrity, lack of the commitment to do things right. Yeah. They will know they don't want to do it. So you'll find that situation, and that's challenging. So that's why I find that it will be a challenge for us, for the SME, to get this loan, access this loan, and then it will be rollover for other people to enjoy it. That's my only challenge. But it's a good project.
Let me just run through this. Okay. I think what we're seeing here is what Dr. Femi is saying is 100% correct. And that is an uneducated way of dealing with businesses and loans and banks or institutions. Okay. But where we're going is different. Now, these Nigerian small businesses may be getting the much needed lifeline. But you know what? If we plan it well, watch this. Out of these $500 million that are being given, the most important aspect of it is the administrative aspect of it. Let's create an office, just like these OPE people are doing, where anybody that a loan is approved for, we have to monitor them. There gotta be some things that you know about them, because here you can just go, because we do with social insurance numbers, we do with all kinds of things. Everything is connected. So Nigeria need to start doing so. We have the NIN now. You come and take the loan. We'll give you the conditions of the loan. We have to come and help you to show you how to be able to spend this money in order for you to grow. Sure. So if we go blindly and like what we used to do in Nigeria, and then also the fintech will start giving out money like that, they will come and grab. Even people that don't need it will come and grab it. They'll send their brothers to go grab the money, and after tomorrow, let's chop, let's eat and drink today. Tomorrow we quench. So that's the thing. If we want this thing to work, that means there's a lot of background behind the scenes work needs to be done. Create a special office. Part of this money to be guaranteed to come back to us is we're going to train our own staff. When the money is given, we can give one individual, maybe 20 people to monitor, or even 10 to monitor. They go, they teach them what they do. They come to classes so that you can educate and re-educate them. So in order for them to go, start applying the money, buying and selling, in order for them to be able, and you monitor them through their bank accounts. That's how it's done.
So, but what the bank did was to also do some observation in Nigeria with the SME and all of that. So they said no fewer than 1 in 20 SMEs have access to bank loan, and most times loans are often short term and very costly. They also said sometimes too they want those SME to bring a collateral as requirement to have access to loan. So all of this added to why they feel like coming into that space of loaning. So maybe Dr. Femi, what you observe is real critical. That's real strong. Taking loan, because that's how we think. You see, we're not serious people sometimes.
Somebody will come and borrow
money. Taking loan,
go and do bury one of their family members.
Taking loan. No, he said in his words, he said taking loan to do hookup and party, and this is how this shows how their mentality is. But I think the World Bank will work with experts in this time, because
what
since
I wanted
they
also
have that
massive mark. What I wanted to say,
okay,
the group of people that are doing this is a small piece of the whole entire pie. Honestly, our
Yeah.
mentality of not being so well versed educationally, the way businesses are supposed to be done, how to deal with banks,
Mm,
it will require our own people because this is the way we've been thinking. So when you
yes.
re-educate them and teach them these things
Mhm.
and show them the advantages of growth, that you can take this money and become a Aliko Dangote tomorrow. If you follow the footsteps we are showing you, then you will begin to see interested people will go and get this loan, and then they can monitor them, and then you see them growing from small business to medium-sized businesses, and some of them will explode. So I think that we ought not to just do it simply because of this a group of, a lot of empty boxes, they make a lot of noise. Nigeria
Mhm.
is known
Mhm.
and known as internationally that we are fraudsters, but it's only less than 0.5% of the number of people that are making us look bad. Look at Dr. Femi.
Look.
Look at him, a professor
Uh-huh.
in the university.
Okay. Thank you.
Look at them.
Yeah.
They can
So
talk.
yeah. Thank you, George. So what we're talking about is the loan. United Nations, the World Bank says they approved $500 million to finance and boost Nigerian small businesses. Also, we're looking at how they will help women-led enterprises, gentlemen, women also. Women-led enterprises, most time because they face all these challenges too. So much not having access to bank, not having credit arrangement, the loans are too high, collateral are needed. So most times women back out, and we need to carry a female gender in Nigeria. We need to get them also involved. They
Listen,
seem to be better when they're
women
supported.
are very
So
diligent. They are very, very
yeah.
diligent in our country. Okay. But what we
Mhm.
need to also do, we can educate
Mhm.
them, whether they understand
Mhm.
English or not. You can find people that can
Mhm.
teach them some to make quality decisions that can
Mhm.
actually help them. Because many of these places, many of these young people or women that are trading, they don't even understand,
Mhm.
the dynamics of growth. Maybe they're just comfortable because I'm getting enough money to feed my family, everything is okay. But when you begin to teach them and show them how they can expand their businesses and even expand it
Mhm.
by training others and getting branches, you will be amazed how they can grab that and then go with it. Now, our officials are
Mhm.
saying that initiative could also unlock nearly 1.9 billion in private capital, extending loan tenors
Mhm.
to about 3 years and help businesses invest, grow, and create jobs. That's what we are
Mhm.
looking for. So these things are very, very helpful. You know what? At the beginning of the government of Tinubu, I was
Mhm.
a little skeptical, but honestly speaking, I'm beginning to see the wisdom behind this man's, traveling abroad, doing a lot of things, and
Yeah.
you're beginning to see returns now happening. The interest of other countries in our country to do business with is increased, and then also
Hope
you
so.
begin to see no,
I
it's
hope
increased.
so.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Listen to me.
All
There
right.
is a
All right. I
positive.
hope so. Now George is APC. George, you pay for this. You pay the network, becoming an APC.
Mark will not want to hear that. Mark will
I'm
not
not
want
an
to hear
APC.
that.
No, Mark,
Mark doesn't want to hear that.
George is
listen
now
to me.
APC
In the news,
spokesman.
in the news,
APC spokesman.
no, in the
Uh,
news, I'm not
Mark,
APC. In the news, I'm not
yeah.
APC.
Mark,
No. I want to
I'm
hear.
a
I want to
neutral,
hear.
I'm a neutral
I
man.
want
In
progress.
the news, I'm a
Mark
neutral
will not
man.
want to hear. Mark will not want to hear that, Sir George. Mark will not want to hear that.
I
Improvement
want
in
to hear.
economic policies,
Yeah,
he doesn't want to hear
yeah,
that. Yeah, that's his
I know
mark.
he doesn't. But
we
that is
want to
That
hear.
is
We
mark of
want to
no,
hear.
ADC.
no. What we need to do is in the platform, in the news platform. I'm not APC. I'm not
Mhm.
them PDP. I am me,
Yeah,
and I report as
that's
me.
correct.
That's why I can go
Okay.
left. I
All
can
right,
go right.
gentlemen. Let's do some update from the Benin coup. They said the authorities said they have they've detained the ex-defense minister Zuani over that alleged plot. I don't know if you guys have any update on that. According to what AFP is our source, AFP said that the Zuani man was accused of plotting against the state and inciting rebellion, and he has been arrested. So the coup thing is not over. They are trying to see how that whole thing started. And this as well, we used to be the former defense minister. So we don't know how he got himself involved in all of this. Gentlemen, do you think that this cool thing will be over in Benin? Is Benin? Are they still scared that something could happen, or it's all going to be good henceforth? Femo, what do you say? Okay, Femo is in the road. George, what do you say? Will this
I
cool
think
thing?
the fear of what happened originally with the
Mhm,
ones that were planning it before that was foiled. The fear is still there,
mhm.
but that is
The
not
first.
that does not mean that what is bringing the satisfaction from the public is disappeared. Yeah, the public
Okay.
might not even be happy that that coup was foiled, honestly, because part of the major problem we're having in Africa and most of these third
Mhm,
world countries is because of bad governance. And look at what's happening in Europe, some of these places. Okay, so what we are saying is this: the people might be
mhm,
suffering so much because of management of their finances or their funds. Or if they believe that we are paying taxes, or maybe we ought to be doing better, and the government is not being progressive or proactive in pursuing these things, then this satisfaction will continue. You might be able to foil one coup, but others are dissatisfied, and they might start all that type of agitation. So that's what I'm thinking right here in this whole situation.
Oh, nice. You
I
said,
yeah. I can
go
I
ahead.
just make a comment about the. I thought
Okay.
you're talking about Benoit too. Cool now.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I still maintain my stand. Military incursion into governance is not the solution to it. You are going from fry
Okay.
pan to fire. They do not represent the people. They only pretend to represent the people. Eventually, they go worse than the civilian government you're talking about. So, no matter what it is, there are so many ways for them, for the Beninois to agitate and change their government. There are so many ways for
Mhm,
Beninois to stand up to their government and change the situation in their country. Not military coup.
mhm,
Military coup is
mhm,
not a solution. It's like you are cutting your head to spite your nose. That is what
hmm.
military coup means. Because military, I've
Okay.
experienced military coup. In my life, I will never want my enemy to go through a military coup. The military government. Military government is an aberration. What they do is this: they will cow everybody. Everything you want to say, you say. People are talking about Burkina Faso this, Burkina Faso that, Burkina Faso this, Burkina Faso that. Do you know that people that have opposition voices against Burkina government, do you think they will be allowed to go scot-free? They'll be dealt with. But in a democracy, you can complain, you can condemn, you can do all the things. But in a military coup, you have no voice. That's one thing people fail to understand. When you have no voice,
But
you are look at dead.
it's playing well in Burkina Faso somehow. It's playing well also in. I mean,
He's not playing well. Is what you can. What they allow you to hear. What you are hearing is what you are
okay,
hearing. What you are hearing is
sure.
what you are hearing. Go and ask people who were in outside Nigeria when Babangida was in government. Initially, everyone was saying Babangida this, Babangida that. What happened? Look at how the mess he left us with. Look at the mess he left us with. Tell me one military government that have really benefited Nigerian government, Nigerian
You
people
know,
so well.
we've always said it in this network. Some of us agreed, even Dr. Godwin from Russia and Dr. Osita and Dr. George. We said it that Africa, the democracy is not really working. Let's be honest. It's just for a group of people. It's not generalized. The masses are still living in squalor and poverty for years of democracy. You want to say something? George, go ahead.
Well, you know what. There is.
Mhm.
I don't think that military coup is really um I think it should be the last resort under extenuating circumstances. If it is well done, it could be done for 6 months with as an interim government, for transition to democracy. But military
Mhm.
government is usually not the best in any way whatsoever. I don't care. The
Yeah.
worst part of democracy is better than the best of military government. That's the way I see it.
George, you
Listen to
sure?
me. The worst democracy is always best.
I agree with you. I
Better
agree
than,
with you.
the
No. What is happening? But you
When you
guys are talking like this.
hold
Are
tight,
you
hold
seeing
tight.
what is happening in Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso
Hold on.
on their feet.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. You gotta understand something, Massive Mark. There is something you need to understand. Okay, for instance, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a place here, is vibrant. A friend of mine is doing business there. He travels there all the time. He tells me how beautiful and wonderful the place is and how comfortable the people are. Listen to this, okay? But yet, I would rather have a democratic government in that place. But the problem we have, checks and balances. Look at Cameroon, for instance. Paul Biya is still there. This is democracy. I don't know what kind of democracy that is, but Paul Biya is still there because he's
That is a military government. Military government camouflage. Military government camouflage as he was a military man that became a civilian. He was a military man that became a civilian. So that's what they eventually become. That is what they eventually become.
He wins, he manipulates the election, wins, and comes again. He is no more
That's
considered
what
a
they
military
do.
man.
That is what military boys do. That was what military boys always do.
No, you guys. Let's leave this talk again for another time. In Africa, democracy is not working for Africa. I don't want to be politically correct. I don't care what you think. I'm not intelligent enough. My take on this democracy thing is, so far, democracy has not helped Africa. Africa as a whole, maybe working well in some south part of Africa, South Africa, some places, but I mean, the west of Africa is in terrible shape.
There is no perfect democracy anywhere. American democracy have a challenge of its own. UK democracy has a challenge. So everybody, let me tell you something that you don't understand about democracy. Let me say something. Let me just drop this. Because democracy allows everybody's voice. That's why it looks like democracy doesn't work. Because it allows everybody to have their opinion. So it looks like it's not working.
What opinion? When we don't even know what the Gazette for tax is. When there's so many some boys
was there any opportunity for you to even have an opinion of the taxes under military government? They would just say tomorrow they just read the decree to you. How dare you complain about it? Maybe you are complaining about it now.
It's almost like that. We don't
complain. If you complain about this like this, your television station, they will come and shoot people at your television station tonight. If it's a military government, they will come and shoot guns at your television station tonight. If it's a military government, this is the beauty of the thing you don't understand. That's the beauty of the thing you don't understand.
Gentlemen, we now have the Okonlomo of Yoruba land. Okonlomo of Yoruba land is now our
Okonlomo.
Dr. Femi, oh dear, I didn't even know we were. Yes, you guys can unmute, guys. Unmute.
It's called Okonlomo.
Okonlomo. Yes, Okon is the child. It means it means what, the beloved child, the one
unique,
that they are
unique child.
Okay, unique child.
It means unique child. Yeah.
And he says it's cultural values, service to Yoruba people.
It is just an honorary thing. It has no traditional position or anything. It's an honor. It's just an honor. And mind you, the new king is a young man like him. Yeah.
You're governor of Lagos State too. So when you're talking, talk with respect.
Yes.
It's a Yoruba title for the whole Yoruba land.
It is not Yoruba title. It's an honorary title. It's an honorary title. He has it's just an honorary title. Okonomo of Yoruba. It's not an honorary title. So,
but the ceremony attracted top political leaders, traditional
of
rulers,
course, now,
international
yes,
guests,
now
blending culture, politics, and pageantry, and reaffirming the Alafins
that
Palace as
is
a
politics
powerful
for you
symbol of
now. That's
Yoruba
politics for you.
heritage. That's it.
Everybody, that's our
No,
own
no,
style of politics,
no,
fancy
um,
and all the
um,
stuff. That's our own style of politics.
I mean, don't trivialize this thing. No, I mean, you can't have that kind of big event and say it's politics, it's honorary. Now, what with the news I got when they sent the message to me from Nigeria, they said he's now like a special one for the Yoruba land. So he speaks. He says he gives his consent, his advice also on some issues pertaining to the Yoruba land. It's like having the the
This
Bashorun,
issue of Yoruba land thing. Can you hear?
Bashorun of Yoruba land. Tell us. Go
What
ahead.
is Shawon of Yoruba land? There's no Shawon of
No, I said Bashorun. You didn't hear me. I said it is likened to the Bashorun of the Yoruba
There's no
land.
Shawon of Yoruba land. There's Shawon of Ogbomoso.
No, Bashorun. I didn't say
Basharu.
You don't even know. You're not even Yoruba enough, eh? You don't even know what you have in Yoruba land. Look at this man. He's there in London and he doesn't even know what they are doing in his hometown.
It's a Basharu of Yoruba land. Basharu.
I said Bashorun, yes. It has like that. It's linked to this title. I mean, it's a recognized title in Yoruba land. Anyway,
it's honorary title. He said it's honorary title.
But I don't want him to trivialize the thing because that was a big event yesterday, and if it's an honorary thing, it would have just been by the way. But they took it very serious. Anyway,
it's an honorary title. It is just an honorary title. It has no traditional value in any state being your power at all.
No jurisdiction.
Yes, it's an honorary title. So it has no So please don't add anything to it. The new Alaafin of Oyo is a young man like him. So he too is trying to draw poetical value to himself. So that's why he's doing that. So please don't add anything to it. It has no traditional value to it. Please.
Okay.
We receive.
How we go do? Everybody say something to everything. All right, gentlemen, we have to go. It's time. You guys have come through again as you normally do. Beautiful. We can go very ferocious with ourselves, but it's good. The confrontational way helps also to understand things. So, Dr. Femi, we know Dr. Femi, are you traveling? The journey looks like hours now. You're just moving. But thank you for coming by, George.
It's such a pleasure having you. I enjoy moderating with you, man. All right. So anyway.
All right. So we come again, George.
Yes.
I think it's been nice. George,
we continue to bless God for our president and and the government of Nigeria, that they will continue to receive the wisdom and the strength to govern, to serve the people. That's the key word, to serve the people. May our country just go to that place where we have been crying out to Almighty God for the paradise that we need to. Let Banana Island spread through the whole Nigeria, where there will be peace and prosperity. And Merry Christmas to every single individual. Merry Christmas to you guys. Enjoy. Share your food with loved ones and make sure that you walk in love, because that's the key. Let's not cause pain for one another anymore. But live in peace. And I pray for the President of the United States of America and Mark Carney of Canada. And then let's add your own lady, the Prime Minister of
Italy. Italy. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. So viewers, this is it. We're a few days more to Christmas, and George will be here on Wednesday. That'll be special Christmas edition. We'll try to do something also. So, but viewers, join us Wednesday. It will be Christmas edition. Beautiful, wonderful atmosphere with brothers across the world from different corners of the world. So until we come again, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.